my name is Brendan Luttrell. I'm the founder and CEO of Grapevine, and we help marketers connect with creators on YouTube and Instagram to produce branded content.
And so what's the bigger opportunity here?
So I think that we're very fortunate from a timing perspective because there's a major shift in the way that content is consumed. From my background, it's TV, Discovery Channel. Most young people today watch more content on their devices than they do on TV. And a lot of that content is user-generated content, YouTube videos, for instance. So there's a big, frothy space that we're in with the major media companies beginning to look seriously at, YouTube and these new emerging channels and the viewership really switching. And they're trying to wrap their head around it. And as young companies like Grapevine sort of pioneer the space, we're the type of people that they're interested in talking to, which is fantastic and quite humbling. There aren't many good solutions out there for brands to identify creators, activate them to produce videos, and then actually measure the results in a granular way, like views, engagement, sales generated, and Grapevine makes that really easy.
And so can you give an example of what this would look like as the end product when a connection is made?
Yeah, so I'll answer your question, tell me what you're looking for, but a marketer will use Grapevine. So a marketer will use Grapevine to identify a number of creators that they want to work with, and they'll go into our Browse Creators tool, they'll select the age range that they're looking for an audience, how much they're looking to pay the creator, what affinity they have, and they'll quickly go from tens of thousands of creators down to a subset that's very relevant to them. They'll message those creators, and then they'll actually get them to produce content. So within their dashboard, they can see all of their videos that they're producing or their Instagram posts, and they can also see the results again. So how many views they've got, how many people have engaged with the content, and how many people have actually made purchases because of it.
Can you talk about how many people are on your platform between influencers and brands, and what kind of traction have you been seeing so far?
Traction, yeah. So it's been a good year. We started this year, last year rather, 2015, effectively as an agency. We went to Boston Seed Capital. We asked them to make a bet with us that we could move this agency onto a platform. That platform's been live for a little bit less than a year now, and it's enabled us to grow from a dozen clients to over 300, from a few hundred creators to now over 60,000. So we've seen a lot of growth, and really by taking ourselves out of the equation, by getting out of our own way and allowing the brands and creators to talk together directly, we've just seen a lot of growth. So there's a lot of large clients on there. There's also some small and mid-market clients, and they find success in different ways.
And can you talk about your team a little bit?
Yeah, so we have a fantastic team. Myself, I have a background with content, TV, Discovery Channel, History Channel, but the rest of the team is, the ones who really do the work. Grant Deacon has a marketing background, performance marketing startup under his belt. He's our CPO. Megan Knisley is our marketing director. She managed the marketing at Karmaloop, and they're doing $100 million in revenue. Kimberly Bond is our community director. She was a very successful YouTube creator and now has built a team of community people who talk to these creators and really build relationships with them. And Corinne Oki is our sales director, and she oversaw global sales at Flipkey, which got purchased by TripAdvisor.
What are some of your major challenges?
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of big challenges for both, marketplace businesses in general and businesses in our space, right? So, of course, we're trying to connect brands and creators. Very simply, we're trying to remove as much friction in that process as possible. So, iteratively, helping brands deploy more capital with more creators more consistently, and that's actually the biggest challenge that we face, is continuing to hone in on all of the friction points in the process between finding a creator and actually getting them to produce content.
Yep.
You sort of pick one at a time, and all of a sudden you have an ecosystem that can really grow quite quickly.